So it's basically our take on that like desert island piece of gear that you just couldn't create or get inspired in the same way without. I know you have a few items, right? That you probably like and have probably come across over the years. But if you had to pick out, we say just one, sometimes it bleeds over into a few, but what's at the top of your mind and fills that space in your heart from a gear perspective?
In terms of what, like guitars or pedals
anything.
Or both? Anything.
Literally anything.
Love to open it up. I know you're a guitar player, but maybe there's something non-guitar related in there that really is just the bee's knees for you. Who knows?
It can be guitar, but like just opening up the pit, big wall of death of just gear.
Front to back, side to side. What do you got?
Yeah.
So there's 3 guitar pedals that I can't live without, and one is my Boss Super Chorus. Surprise, surprise.
Mm-hmm.
I love this pedal. Actually, I'll show it to you now. I found out about this a couple of years ago. You're probably gonna laugh, but I really, really fuck with this pedal hard. If you can see it, it's the Hyper Metal. They don't make these anymore, and I think I bought 3 of them because they were so cheap, and I was just really worried that this is kind of like my mainstay now, because you can even like bring the distortion down and get like a really nice like crunchy overdrive tone. It's super versatile, and it sounds kind of cool like through tube amps and stuff. But this is something that I can't live without these days, and also my blues driver as well.
Take that metal zone. What is the hyper metal? Is it just like 3 metal zones put together inside one, or?
It's unreal, man. Like it's totally like a shoegazer pedal, I think, where it's like the HM. Do you know the HM2 much? The heavy metal?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's kind of like that, but with a little bit more like, I guess, like top end on it. A little bit more usable sometimes across the board. The HM2 is quite specific, but I love this pedal.
Nice.
I hope they bring it back just in case all 3 of mine break.
Mike, you're about to do the JHS Bad Monkey thing on Reverb. You're gonna send the hyper metal through the roof.
Dude, don't do it. You're gonna shoot yourself in the foot right now.
Yeah, we can't release this episode.
I know the metal cat's out of the metal bag, dude. I'm already looking them up. That's awesome. What is the third piece in your holy trinity of pedals?
So I've got the Super Chorus, the Hyper Metal, probably the Boss Blues Driver. It's just like, it just does everything I want it to do. It can be something to boost, or it can be like a total fucking grunge pedal as well. If you just turn everything up, it's just got like the whole spectrum of those, I've got so much other stuff, but
do you have a specific era of Blues Driver? I know that they all kind of like differ. So I didn't know if you're like, stock off the shelf, let's go, Blues Driver, or like 90s Blues Driver.
Oh, I can't afford any of that stuff. I'd love to. And maybe like a Japanese crafted one from like the 80s or 90s or whenever it came out. Yeah, like totally. But yeah, I don't have vintage Blues Driver money right now. So it's just off the shelf, and they'll sound good eventually with a little bit of tweaking,
They rip. They absolutely rip.
Dude, that's the spirit. What if we're getting into like your chain here, what does the chain end with if we're talking tone? Because I'm sure if there's guitar players out there listening, they're like, okay, cool, this tracks. I like that. I'm getting a picture of the board. What's it going into?
So I have the Keeley modded Boss Super Overdrive that I absolutely adore. I managed to find that. Those are really expensive now, but I somehow managed to find one for £70 with the box.
Wow.
I've got the Blues Driver, the Hyper Metal, the Heavy Metal. I've just started using the Ultra Wah or the Auto Wah that I like a lot. I'm trying to get like that 90s pop kind of vibe with it. I've got the Super Chorus, another chorus pedal, the Wazacraft one that is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've got these 2 Walrus pedals. I've got the Slow Reverb and the D1 Marco series. And together those things just like, they'll do everything that like a big Sky will do,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And once again, I don't have Strymon money, so I try and make do with what I've got.
Hell yeah!
Listen, the Walrus stuff is super cool. Yeah,
it's very cool, and those guys were really nice enough to give me like a discount as well because they're very expensive pedals. I'm trying to get everything Boss on my board. I'm trying to get I can't remember what it's called. It's like got 2 foot switches, and it's a delay. I think it's a Space Echo.
Yeah, the 201.
Yeah. I'm trying to get one of those, and I'm trying to get like the reverb pedal as well because they're just so sick.
Yeah, the new 201 that they just released has like you can change like the tape type and do like the wear and tear, whereas the old ones you can't do that. So like it has that like and like it's so cool. It's so cool. Love that for you, bud.
That's the exact one I'm trying to get at the moment with the tap tempo, the 3 foot switches. Yeah, I'm all about it.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, no, I think the time for buying boutique pedals for me is over. I'm trying to save up to buy a house, and I want stuff that's just going to be replaceable if it gets broken or stolen. Hopefully not.
Yeah.
But just stuff that's going to last on the road because we're out there a lot. And I think Boss pedals just take a battery, don't they?
Dude, you can throw those things out of an airplane and they'll still keep on going, dude. I love that you make that point too, because honestly, dude, this is why you're my guy. Well, one of many reasons, but it's like once you get out there in the trenches, you're just like, hey, honestly, the fancy stuff's cool, but like, give me something that's going to just keep on working, please. Like, and not that I'm not going to have like an issue mid set because like this thing went down again, or you're fixing it every single day when you roll into a venue. Yeah, it's like that goes a long way.
Yeah, or that you can roll into any music store and have a Boss pedal.
Right. And I mean, for years, actually, the perfect example I was going to say is like, if we're talking about Boss, is kind of what on my board, and we've moved to, for travel stuff and international touring stuff, we've moved to Helix world. But my board for years, just at the end of it, had like an RV5 into a DD7 or DD6 or whatever it was at the time, and it was just that like kind of 1-2 combo. Actually, the other way around, but that kind of 1-2 combo that I could do so much with, and that literally they were right next to each other. The pedals, like I could hit both of them at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, and but they were pedals that like I got an RV5 stolen, you know what I mean? Like whatever, it's like I could just go get another one and just put it right on the board at a Guitar Center or whatever music shop. And it was great. And I knew how to use it and I knew what sound I needed from it. So yeah, it's like there's a value in that too.
Love that, man.
Definitely. And do you know what it was that I realized the other day as well? Was that I love them as well because those were the pedals that I bought when I started playing guitar, and it fills me. Just, I don't know what it is, the feel of them, the look of them. It still makes me feel excited to plug them in and play them, and it keeps it keeps me feeling like a little bit like fresh and like it's still new to me through in a like kind of like a nostalgic kind of way. I just love the way they look as well. It's just, they're wicked.
I know. And also, I just got to say, this is like maybe the most satisfying stomp box to actually step on. You know what I mean? Like, I don't just
the stompability factor.
The stompability. Yeah. It's like, it's a comfortable ride, Tom. You know what I mean? Like, I have one of those.
The cushioned.
Yeah. Let me tell you, I would not have started using any sort of whammy effect were it not for the PS5, like that little pitch shift guy, those little rises into some delay and reverb trails. But it feels like it sounds, you know what I mean? Like I lean into that, and there's a nice bit of give. So shout out, Boss. You guys did figure out that spring-loaded action very nicely.
You can play barefoot.
That's right. Honestly, it makes you want to play barefoot.
Yeah,
you can. And yeah, now we're getting down to talking about the important things. Okay, we're talking about comfort. We're talking about vibe, and it appears
we're all a little bit older now, so. Yeah,
we are. It's honestly, it's easier than the latching switch on the joints. I love where this has gone. It's actually funny. I'm looking at the new, like the Boss RE202, and those are the latching switches. Those are, you're giving up the classic Boss Boss foot switch with that if you want it. So you got to go back to the.
It made me sad. I'll speak to the guys at Boss. After everything I've said as well, it sounds like I work for them. So it's worth saying that I don't.
Let's get a word in. Yeah. Honestly, we'll just send them this episode and just be like, listen, we had some thoughts. We got together. Here they are. It's about comfort. It's not about sound. It's comfort. Mike, thank you so much, man.
Thank you guys so much. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Music to my ears every